Let us begin with a happy new Gregorian year to all. The massive operations that are giving you your various blessings were stalled slightly by the holiday season. This planned delay is now over. Deliveries are expected to begin during the coming week. This delay was felt appropriate by both the various royal families and by a number of the ancient families as well. A series of last-minute security checks have been completed and a new delivery schedule approved by all parties. As noted in our last message, the kinks in this system have been worked out. Those dark minions, which forged the final series of delays, have either been arrested or removed from their positions of authority. Thus, these funds, as well as a change in governance, are all on track to manifest before you. Our liaisons were able to shorten these dates and enable you to watch history in the making at a much earlier date. We are currently watching this complex process and seeing if these movements go forth as planned. In any case, the end for the Dark Cabal is finally here at last. As you move into this new era of peace and freedom, be constantly aware of how easily this time of wonders can end. It is quite necessary for you to maintain a great deal of diligence in these matters. Remember, these gifts lead to an even greater degree of responsibility. We urge you to set up special watchdog committees and to ask them to keep everyone well informed about what is actually happening. Freedom is a divine gift that requires great use of your resources to maintain. Former American President Jefferson stated that a kind of permanent revolution was required. This degree of diligence, while noble, is out of place in an internet and social media environment. Like a new Paul Revere, you need to be able to read the signs and be ready to inform all of a time for positive action. These social networks can supersede any need for violence. Hence, sound the alarm and use a massive response mode to keep your world moving forward toward the mass landings and full consciousness. This process can permit you to keep our mutual missions on track and in sync with the divine. Once you have helped to secure your new reality, it is necessary for you to start to improve your environment. The first thing is to do away with the various types of pollution that presently clog your global environment. Use technologies that either you have access to, or those which were formerly sequestered and are now available to you. Use them to clean up the chemical, radioactive, and other toxic materials that you need to eliminate from your environment. Once this is done, you can then add to the projects that are ongoing to solve the food, water and housing crises of humanity. In this new world, you are to continue to resolve what crises remain. If you are unable to resolve these questions fully, we intend to introduce technologies that are to begin to remake your realm into a truly pleasant one to live in. Nevertheless, it is vital that you begin to work successfully with each other. Your ancestors came here nearly 900,000 years ago to sustain the life and the ways of a fully conscious realm. Our joint task is to prepare you for a decreed return to your former angelic-like state. Each of you lives in this wondrous reality. Our mentors are to provide whatever you need to know after you have been exposed to the knowledge that the Anunnaki failed to give you. In fact, their lies and manipulation were to be the preliminary stages to making you a permanent slave race. Heaven has begun the process of taking you to a transformative stage that is necessary for our mission to succeed. In this path is the sacred works of your ascended masters. They have the set of teachings that you need so our mentors can take you to the very edge of full consciousness. This is where the Agarthans come in. In inner earth, there are the living devices that are to finish your transformation. What is then left, as we have said previously, is a special post-crystal light chamber training and the founding of your new star nation. Much is to come as you fulfill your magnificent destiny. Namaste. We are your ascended masters. As you can see, we are given some important responsibilities to perform. The greatest of these has been to initially provide you with heaven's grace and mercy. You have survived the dark and proven to all your great commitment to the light. Our part has been to be heaven's messengers. We have done this gladly and happily await your last time of transition from this 3D realm. Our immediate task is to guide those who are successfully separating and defeating the dark's minions. This task is to lead to new governance, which is to permit us to provide the necessary teachings that you need before our heavenly brethren arrive. In this new realm, you are to learn of your origins and be given the means to set up a truly wondrous realm. This is to be the precursor to a world that is to see the reunion of inner and outer Gaia. This is to allow you to form your new star nation. We masters understand how difficult this is to be to many of you. You have somewhat accepted the horrid state of death and aging. This so-called reality has permitted you to give in to the former lies of the dark. Now, you need to reform this reality and swiftly adopt a new one. Our sacred task is to show you how such a different reality is truly possible. The wonders of the return of galactic humanity are to complete this divine process. These mentors of yours combined with our teachings are to show you just how this welcoming home mission works. One of the first facts that we were told was of this coming galactic mission. This divine mission along with ours is to facilitate your return to full consciousness by the use first of our good works and graciousness. After many millennia, it is finally to include a sacred teaching about who you truly are. This coming time is therefore one of completing your transition to full consciousness. This requires knowledge, skills, and abilities to be given freely to each of you. The first grand step in this set of lessons is about your true self and a comprehensive history of your origins on other worlds. After that, it is about what happened to you while under the rule of the ancient Atlanteans. All of us stem from this time of nearly 13 millennia, after Atlantis was sunk by its own brand of evil. This present time is when this prolonged nightmare ends and is succeeded by one to be lived in the glorious joy of the light. We have lived in the realm of the Agarthans, and know and enjoy what awaits you. Let us begin the start of these momentous times and feel the wonder of the light. Let us know as well that the way of the dark is being assigned to the dustbins of earthly history. Hallelujah! 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 Today, we continued with our messages. The numerous times of delay are over. A new reality is quickly pushing the dark one that you have long known aside. It is the final period of transition to a new one filled with endless positive possibilities and of course, freedom. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it.